Hey ladies and gents, and welcome back. So today we have a very fun pair of shoes for you guys.
A pair of Allen Edmonds Strands that are in some pretty bad shape. They're gonna need a full rehaul.
Yeah.
Overhaul.
So these shoes were sent in, the heel pads are worn down, has a hole in the hole completely through the sole into the insole. The uppers are in really rough shape. So we told this gentleman, hey, let us do a video on these. I think it'll be fun. I think all of you guys will enjoy it, and that's what we're going to do. So let's get to it.
All right, so you have a situation when you wear your shoe down and you touch the cork, that is when you need to stop. As soon as you see cork, stop and have them resoled. If you go any further, especially if you hit the insole, there's nothing that we can do that's not going to cause a big bump other than replace the insole. So in this case, this is what we're going to do. I'm just showing y'all as an example. And if I put something in there without replacing this, it's going to create a big bump and it's going to push on his foot and it's going to be very painful. So let's put a new fresh insole down.
All right, guys, so we're going to completely redo the uppers on these as well. Okay, so these uppers are in good shape, but you can see a lot of buildup, especially on the toe area and up here on the vamp. Not really sure, what all he's put on these or if he got these used or whatnot, but what we're going to do is we need to strip all of that off, just get back down to bare bones leather, and then we'll recondition these shoes and build the shine up from there. So we're going to put some acetone on these, strip that off, and we'll go from there.
All right, so now that we've got the welt off, soles off, block off, we're gonna go ahead and get this new insole taken out and use it as a template. All right, so here's his original footbed insole, and you can see where all the pressure points are on the toes. I can't really gauge most of this because it's been compressed over wear. So I have to either go up here towards the toe, or right down here at the heel, or right here in the arch where it hasn't been compressed to see what was the original thickness. And it sits around about 3.5 millimeters. And so I have to try to get this. Now what we do is we have insole leather that can go all the way from Blake stitch up to hand welted shoes. So I have to know where on the hide to cut to get close to the right thickness. And then we will keep adjusting our leather until we get to what the original specs were. All right, so we've got our new insoles in, and now we're going to put the new welt on. We're actually going to make our own welt out of this leather. All right, so we're going to put a new welt on these things, but we are actually going to make our own welt. And one of the reasons for this is actually because with everything that's going on, supply chains getting kind of mixed up and slower, getting pre-made welt was a little harder to get. So luckily we know how to make our own welt. And this welt is actually even stronger. So let's go. All right, so we have got the welt on these shoes, and one thing I want to mention, anytime you're replacing the insole on these things, it's gonna feel a little bit different on your foot when you put it back in there, and it's because your original footbed has been molded, compressed, and it's just purely broken in. But when you're putting a fresh piece of leather in, it's gonna go back to the original form. So it is like breaking in a new pair of shoes, but once it doesn't take long, and once it's broken in, then it'll mold right to your foot again. All right, so it is hot cork time, but I did want to mention one thing. This does not have a shank in it. I've seen Allen Edmonds with shanks. I've seen them without shanks. It's just kind of one of those, I'm still trying to figure it out. But this one did not have a shank, so we're gonna put it back exactly the way that it came. Let's do it. Where some of y'all like to say oatmeal.
All right, y'all. So we have finished up this pair of Allen Edmonds Strands. Heath, tell them what we did.
All right, we had to replace the insoles. Just a little reminder, if you ever do get insoles repaired, it does change the feel of the shoe because it's a brand new piece of leather and you're basically having to break in the shoe again. The uppers are already broke in, but the insole and the sole have to be broken in. So it really is almost like a new pair of shoes.
Yep.
Let's see, what else we put on? JR soles.
New stacked blocks.
New stacked
which
blocks.
is an upgrade from these Allen Edmonds.
And, he wanted to go with Vibram rubber heels. We do a lot of videos where we do the combination heels, but Vibram rubber heels, they're fantastic. So they give you a lot of grip.
I feel like this gentleman, he sent them in. He just kind of wanted to take the shoe back to the way it came from the factory. Yeah. But we did a few minor upgrades to it, and I think they turned out well. So we will pack these up and get these sent out to the gentleman that mailed them to us. Again, y'all, give us a big thumbs up if you would on this video if you liked it. Also, subscribe to our channel down below and check out both of our websites, southernpolish.com and potterandsons.com.
If you have friends who are shoe nerds like you, then share it. Tell them about us.
Please share this video and tell them about our channel. All right, guys, until next time, y'all have a good day.